So up until now, during my wavy hair journey, I have tried 3 different haircuts on my hair, all 3 of them numerous times. So today I'm going to give my full thoughts and opinions on each haircut that I have tried so far. First off, I want to talk about the double unicorn cut, which is the most recent haircut addition to my channel. And I believe that this haircut is kind of similar to the wolf cut that was doing the rounds on social media. And I have to say, I have such a soft spot and a place in my heart for this haircut because this is the very first DIY haircut that I tried on my hair. This is the haircut that saved my hair when it was messed up from the hairdressers. This is the haircut that made me realize that I could save money. This is the haircut that made me realize that I could be lazy. I could cut my hair from the comfort of my own home any time of the day. And honestly, I loved this haircut for the longest time. I will definitely insert some photos, especially from behind. Ooh, having said that, when I used to do this haircut, it was much earlier on in my wavy hair journey, so my hair was shorter. I have recently tried this haircut on my longer hair, and I have to say, now that I've done my hair wavy a few times, washed it a few times, I don't know if I'm a fan. I can't quite decide yet. I'm leaning more towards no. I have another favorite that I'll get into later. Now, this haircut was great when my hair was shorter. It gave my hair really nice shape. However, something that has kind of always bothered me with this haircut is because it is such a large amount of layers, my hair is so fine. I don't have a great deal of hair. I mean, you've seen my braids, how small they are when I braid my hair. And when I had so many layers in my hair, I do feel like from the back, my hair looks full. But when I bring it all towards the front, I do feel like it looks very thin, especially towards the ends, obviously, because the layers are like quite high up and there's a lot of layers. So that's the only issue. I do think that this would work great on thicker hair and I think maybe medium length hair. I think it could work on long hair if you have a lot of hair. Now, moving on to the unicorn cut by Mains by Mel. Again, I have a soft spot in my heart for all of these haircuts, honestly. But this one, I just have a soft spot because as somebody DIYing it from home and then watching Mel, a professional, doing YouTube, I did kind of feel guilty that I was DIYing it. I felt like I wasn't doing a good job. But when she released the video doing the unicorn cut on her sister, I just feel like me and probably so many others kind of felt validated in going the DIY route. And it kind of felt like, okay, if a professional is backing this up, then it's okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I think as my hair got longer, I moved away from the double unicorn cut and switched to Mains by Mel's unicorn cut. And that was my go-to hair cutting routine for the longest time. Again, it gave me nice layers without making them too short. But again, eventually I did kind of feel like my ends were thinning out a bit from the layers. So this unicorn cut I have done, I think I've done it on medium length hair. I've done it on my long hair. I've enjoyed it for medium to long. I haven't tried it on short hair. I don't think it would be a great option for short hair. You might end up with layers that look a bit crazy. Even when my hair had gotten quite long, I think in the video actually that I have on my channel, I cut off a decent amount. So I have used this method to take off quite a generous amount of length and I've enjoyed the results every time, really. There's only been a couple of times where there's been like one little strand of hair that's been uneven and I've had to ask my husband to get back there and cut it for me. But other than that, I've really enjoyed the unicorn cut and I did really enjoy the layers that it gave me. I wore it straight one time. That's also a video on my channel. It looked amazing, even straight as well. So it's definitely a hair cutting routine that I've enjoyed numerous times. Now we are moving on to the pigtail cut, and this haircut, I wasn't expecting it to become my go-to, honestly. I feel like the pigtail cut is great for all lengths. I think it's great for all textures. textures, wavy hair, and Mel has done it on her really curly hair. I've done it on my husband's really curly hair, which, by the way, I have a video planned soon. I will be cutting his hair and then showing it styled so that you can see how that haircut turns out on shorter hair. I'll be doing it on my mum when I'm in the UK in the summer. So I do think that this is a great routine, and I feel like the pigtail cut has less room for error. I feel like that's kind of the safest option if you are nervous about doing DIY haircuts. Now, for me personally, the reason why especially after I've recently done the double unicorn cut, why I realized that I love the pigtail cut is that because it adds a little bit of layers into my hair while not thinning out the ends too much. And I have also tweaked the pigtail cut and directed my hair higher up to get more layers. I feel like as well you do have more control over the pigtail cut and the layers that you give yourself. It's also easier for me to cut my hair when I have it split into two rather than just having it all in one go on the top of my head. Right now, my favorite, and I think the one I would probably recommend the most, is the pigtail cut. Maybe that will change, I don't know, but right now, really loving the pigtail cut. I'm really excited if any more DIY haircut hacks come out in the future. You know me, I'll be the first one to try them out. I think that is all that I wanted to share. I think that's all my thoughts. I think I shared everything. Have you tried any of these DIY haircuts? Which is your favorite and why? Tell me in the comments. Point me in the direction if there are any more haircutting videos that I should try. Now that we're all wrapped up, why don't you check out these videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!